friends, when I started posting pretty regularly on the internet, I was really into Lolita, and a lot of people thought that I was a lifestyler and would get kind of mad whenever I posted anything that wasn't, but I just kept putting it out there, and I think that now we're at a point that you realize I'm a human being, and I'm not just a Lolita, and I wear other kinds of fashion. But y'all still don't know where I came from. I posted some pictures on Instagram from my high school days, and a lot of people freaked out and didn't realize all of the different weird fads and fashions I went through. I decided to make this video about my style evolution. So let's go on a journey. I can probably get my mom to send me some really old baby photos, but this is the youngest one I have on me right now. It's an old passport photo. My mom made me these amazing costumes growing up. She would make them from scratch, so it was really cool that I didn't have like the same costume that everyone else had. I had this like really unique original outfit. One of them was like a fairy. I actually won a costume contest at the mall with that outfit. As you can see, I had pretty great style as a kid, and that's mostly because of my mom. I look high as in this picture. For all those people that say, hey, Lore, are you sleeping enough? Are you drinking enough water? Because you have eye bags. Guess what? I've always had eye bags. Forever. They're just a hereditary trait. That's just the way my face looks. I have eye bags. Oh yeah, repping this Canada shirt, and if you look really closely, Tamagotchi. From 1st to 8th grade, I went to private school, so I wore uniforms, which I kind of blame for why I went so wild in high school, because I wasn't able to like dress up as much as a kid, and it wasn't like a cool Japanese style uniform. Like now I love the look of uniforms, but I hated it in middle school. I don't have a ton of pictures of me in the uniform because we would have free dress days where we could dress however we wanted within like the school's list. This one in particular was from Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day is coming up, so I'm gonna tell a little story about this. This whole premise was super fucked up. They had all the girls in my middle school, only the girls, make these hearts, and you'd wear it around your neck. All day you couldn't talk to boys. If you talked to a boy, you had to give him your heart. Everybody made theirs kind of like shittily because they didn't care. It was just like, oh, whatever, like. But I put a lot of work and effort into mine because I was determined not to lose my heart. Oh, it's such a gross concept. Boys would brag about how many hearts they had, and they'd have like their neck like covered in these hearts. And at the end of the day, there was a dance at night, and like the girls who kept their hearts were rewarded and got to like go up on stage. So I like wanted to do that. I went to my last class of the day. The rules were you could talk to a boy if it had to do with like class schoolwork, and if you were in class. One of my classmates, who wasn't even my friend, just comes up and asks me a question about it, and then I answered it, and he's like, ah! Like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, like, you talk to me, you have to give me your heart. And I'm like, no, we're in class and you asked me about a classroom related thing. And then he turns to the teacher and is like, she has to give me your heart. And the teacher's like, well, the bell hasn't rung yet. Everyone in class was like, ooh, give it. So I'm like, fuck you. And I went to the dance and I was mad. I'm just mad at that whole concept. It's terrible to Okay, anyways, I've got that Hot Topic mall goth look going on. At the end of 8th grade, I decided that I would be seen. I just took a razor and went like, and I cut short hairs on top of my head. I can't remember the exact time frame of all of my weird haircut styles because I just changed like within a week in high school. I didn't know anyone when I started at my high school because everyone from my private school went on to the next private school. And so I was like really desperate to make friends, and I really wanted to have like scene friends. So I let this guy cut my hair. He'd cut all of my hair off. And this was like when I was a freshman and I was like really insecure already. The rest of my high school career, I was constantly changing my hair and like adding extensions to it, and as, you know, a young kid without a job, or like with a very low paying job, trying to like afford extensions, so I ended up getting like really bad glue-ins. Oh gosh, it was a mess. I had this black hair. Then I decided I wanted to have blonde in it. So I put this blonde spot right here, and I did it myself, and I just threw bleach on it. And I don't know if my hair grows this way, but like this side of my head is thinner than this side, and I don't know if it's because I damaged it then or if that's just the way my hair grows, but like... So I had this white spot, and then I put really, really long, crazy long glue-in extensions, and that was like the height of my scene-dom. That was my mega evolution scene form. Welcome to Lovely Lor's fashion plateau. Baseball tee, baseball tee, baseball tee. Look at this picture of Sarah Jean and I. This is my friend Sarah Jean. One of the few people I still am really close with after high school. As a teenager, I wore things that were really revealing, and I wore a lot of push-up bras and had my cleavage out there because I thought, I am so grown up and this is what grown-ups do. They have boobies, so they're gonna put them out there. And now as an adult, I'm like, no, go away, you're so annoying. For some reason, there's a lot of videos of me in high school picking my nose, and me and all my friends laughing hysterically at it, and I don't understand what's funny. I was pretty much seen all throughout high school, different forms of it, different styles of it, I guess. But my senior year, I decided to completely 180 change my style and leave it, but I didn't really know what my new style was going to be. I just knew that I didn't want to be a scene kid anymore. I started the year with black hair, all black hair, really long extensions, and I decided to dye my hair blonde. So over the course of my senior year, I had different shades of like orangey blonde hair, and I did it myself. I just dumped bleach on my head, and I don't recommend you do that because I totally fried my hair. But I did eventually get the look that I wanted, but I had to cut off a lot of the length, which is why I graduated with a blonde bob. There was a short amount of time when I thought I would be rockabilly, and I tried to be all like retro and rockabilly. Then I started to post on LiveJournal. I had a lot of influences there, fashion-wise. I definitely was trying to look like Star Power at some points. I also wore a lot of these fancy cocktail dresses and like fancy sundresses that were sort of Lolita-ish. Getting there, not quite there. 2010, I'd say, was about when I started wearing Lolita, and I started to branch out into looks that were similar to Lolita, like Fairy Kay and Otome. Since 2011, 2012, I've had a lot of different hair colors, styles, but I feel like my style, whatever that is, kind of erupted then, and that's when I figured it out. I'm not gonna get into that too much because from here, there's a lot of Lolita, and I want to make a separate Lolita evolution video because that deserves an entire video itself. I'm really curious to see how my fashion will change and evolve in the future. I embrace it, and I'm really interested in knowing what kind of fads and styles you went through, maybe some that you're embarrassed of, maybe some that you want to bring back. Please, please, please stay tuned for my Lolita evolution video. I'm already working on it. I'm really excited for it. Until then, stay lovely. What's the worst that I could say? Things are better if I stay. So long and good night. So long and good night.